Hi friends, today I am going to review Building Your Business Through Export by John Westwood. Healthy businesses should export. Any good business with quality products, strong sales and resources for expansion should consider exporting. Success in your domestic market can lead to similar success in the same niche in other countries. Exporting puts your products or services before an entirely new group of prospects. Most national governments offer exporters direct support ranging from marketing research to inclusion in trade missions and trade fairs. Moving into export is a big step for any company, and you need to be clear as to why exporting should be a priority for your business and what the real benefits would be. Marketing overseas reveals remarkable opportunities. Besides increasing sales, exporting enhances productivity, builds new revenue and additional profit, enables new economies of scale, provides a better return on R&D, and extends the lifespan of exported products or services. The profits from additional customers in other nations can justify the costs of planning and developing new products or services. If your domestic competitors are thriving through exporting, you need to expand to other markets to keep up. Exporting exposes your firm to new ideas, which can lead to better products and more efficient operations. Small firms can export as successfully as large ones. However, if you are unprofitable at home, your company is not ready to export. Export firms. Companies that export usually fall into one of these four categories. Strategists. These companies export as an essential part of their marketing. Adaptives. These businesses want to export but are uncertain about where to sell their products or services. They are prepared to adapt their products, services, and advertising to suit consumers in other countries. Reactives. These organizations respond to exporting opportunities that open up serendipitously. They are ready for and at ease with rapid change. Passives. These firms neither export nor intend to make exporting part of their business. They're willing to fill unsolicited orders from their existing inventory. Exporting complexities. Exporting involves new risks, lower margins, and additional costs, such as extra insurance and transportation. Differing currencies, language issues, and broad cultural barriers can be problematic. Payments can take much longer to receive. You must ensure that your goods meet all applicable local standards and that your practices do not violate any regulations. For each of your target markets, you need to understand who your potential customers are, the factors that motivate them to buy, and how you can get your products in front of them. Exporting is significantly more complex than selling domestically. Regardless of where you sell, marketing remains a challenge. Winning consumers who live in different cultures makes every marketing step more difficult, particularly when dealing with diverse backgrounds and languages. Logistics, paperwork, currencies, and contracts all, by necessity, become more complex. Intellectual property rights may be difficult to enforce in other countries. To export, you need more cash and more people, including workers with specialized skills. Even after meeting these challenges, you may find it hard to compete with local companies' deeper knowledge of their markets and customers. Making your decision. To sample exporting, start accepting foreign orders via your website. To make sure you are on the right track, and that exporting, with all its attendant demands, makes sense, write out the reasons why it can work for your firm. To assess your export readiness, also check your national government's exporting website. For example, the UK site lists 10 steps to successful exporting. Research your market, implement an export strategy, construct an export plan, choose your sales presence, promote your product, get the customs side right, get paid on time, choose your distribution method, transport goods effectively, and have a good after-sales policy. If you want to expand your overseas business, you just cannot afford to be under-resourced. Your export readiness checklist should address these revealing areas. Commitment. Will your organization commit to the hours, attention, and effort needed for successful exporting? Are the members of your board and your senior executives supportive? Product, service. Can you recognize and develop new markets for your goods? Marketing. Has your company proven its promotional know-how domestically? Management. Does your management have the expertise and desire to create and service export markets? Can you afford to hire new people if necessary? Production. Can you meet the volume demands of new markets? Finance. Can you afford the advertising, promotional materials, training, and market visits new foreign markets require? Bribery and corruption are major risks in some countries. After carefully considering the reasons for and against exporting and assessing your firm's readiness, perform a formal export audit that covers these areas. Sales history. List all your foreign sales during the past 3 years. Include the value and margins. Segment according to nations, clients and goods. Potential overseas markets. List the markets where you want to sell, and, if appropriate, why potential customers asked you to begin selling in their countries. Applicable products. What products or services will you sell overseas? Should you modify your offerings for foreign customers? Sales personnel. Do you have salespeople with the necessary experience, skills, and language fluency to sell overseas? Finance. Will your overseas customers pay on time or in advance? Are you set up to collect from tardy customers? Have you established foreign currency accounts? Logistics. Obtain and examine export-related packing and shipping paperwork. When dealing with overseas markets, you will be dealing with different languages, different cultures, different business cultures, and different legal systems. If your organized, comprehensive review and your audit demonstrate that exporting is right for your firm, decide which of the 4 types of export companies you want your business to become. Domestic exporting. These organizations export, often unknowingly, components inside other firms' products. If other companies export your products as part of their finished packages, find agents who buy related products for foreign firms and sell directly. Online or e-commerce exporting. This is an introductory approach to exporting. Indirect exporting. An overseas company acts as an intermediary, performs as a manufacturer's representative, or assumes other responsibilities, including storing and distributing your products. Direct exporting. These firms sell directly to foreign customers or agents. Beginning. To start, export to only 1 or 2 nations, choose easy markets to enter and begin within your trading zone. Research the foreign market or markets. Familiarize yourself with the country's infrastructure, legal system, relevant regulations, local prospects, distribution, and competition. Consider how your goods fit into the nation's lifestyle, culture, and consumer vitality. Many governments offer free access to extensive research. Trade associations and local chambers of commerce also provide valuable information. After your desk research comes field research. You must visit your target country or countries, make contact with potential partners or facilitators, and explore your new potential markets. Export strategy. Once your research is complete, develop an export strategy and a comprehensive export plan. Start with clear objectives, firm budgets, and an implementation schedule. Decide how you will set export prices. Will you use cost plus, adding export costs to domestic costs? Top down, beginning with the price that lets you compete and determining if you can be profitable at that price. Or, marginal costing, pricing, setting an export price that is lower than the domestic price? Your export strategy will involve mastering these 4 P's of marketing. Product. Determine why foreign customers will want to buy your goods. Be sure you can alter your offerings to suit the tastes of new marketplaces. Selling products or services in other countries involves paperwork, shipping, customs, clearance, warehousing, and after-sales service, as well as legal, financial, and accounting requirements. Thoroughly plan your shipping methods, including how you will package and label your products. Organize a routine for ensuring that every shipment has the proper documentation. Have a lawyer with export know-how set up all intermediary contracts. Pricing. Will you be the low-price leader or the luxury pace-setter, or will you simply match the local competition? Determining and then quoting the projected prices of export merchandise means accepting and accounting for all the differences between your domestic and foreign markets. International commerce terms, or Incoterms, are the rules for the interpretation of the trade terms that spell out every aspect of a transaction. Export payment is often disbursed through letters of credit, which transfer the risk of non-payment to the bank that issues the letters. One of export firms' biggest problems is financing terms of credit for their customers, since that requires determining the customer's creditworthiness. With large single orders, secure the protection of a credit risk insurance company. Place. Will you sell online, through a distributor, or directly? Decide whether to handle exporting in-house or to hire an intermediary. As a direct exporter, you maintain control. An intermediary or local distributor can help, but make sure the firm you select has wide knowledge of the targeted market and is qualified to sell your products. A local sales agent can also find and sell to customers in other nations. To discover the right sales agent or distributor, attend trade missions or trade shows. When you have established a set of business practices with an intermediary, routinely visit the firm's office in the country where it works on your behalf. Promotion. How will you market your exported goods or services? Domestic promotion methods may not work in overseas markets due to differences in culture, customs, media, and related issues. Have an export communications consultant review your sales promotion items, your collateral items, and your sales literature. Be prepared to adapt your materials and e-commerce site. The government of the country to which you export can provide helpful information. The first impression you make in a new nation will last a long time, so ensure that your sales materials will not offend anyone. Nation by nation insights. The export business has distinct wrinkles in each country. Here is some advice. Germany, be technically adept and prepared to deal with strict formality. France, to do business in France, speak French. Expect all of your contacts to prefer speaking their own language. UK, the British don't like cold callers. US, focus on different regional markets rather than selling nationwide and network as much as possible. Japan, understand Japanese business etiquette and the concept of face. Russia, while most UK trade and investment, UCTI, country guidebooks average 16 pages, the Russia guide totals 104. With its many rules and regulations, Russia is a target market for experienced exporters only. India is the top exporter of commercial services. This complex society tends to be stratified. Use sir or madam when addressing any business higher-ups. China. Business in China depends on personal relationships. Takeaways. Exporting offers numerous benefits, including access to more buyers. Any company with good products, steady sales, and firm profits can increase its business by exporting. Do not export if your business is weak or your resources are limited. Most governments provide valuable free services to exporters. Exporting should be an essential component of your marketing strategy, not an add-on. To test your firm's readiness, perform an export audit. Develop a comprehensive export plan that covers budgeting, pricing, marketing, distribution, personnel, and so on. Start with 1 or 2 countries that share your language and expand from there. Adapt your sales promotional material for your target foreign market. Every country has its own way of doing business, and you must learn its local customs. If you enjoyed watching our content and want to stay updated with our latest videos, we'd greatly appreciate it if you could subscribe to our YouTube channel. Your support truly means the world to us. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching.